Okay, welcome to the walkthrough video for True Hallucinations. This is going to be part 1, in which we descend onto the Amazon River and find our way to La Chorrera. So I've decided to narrate this whole thing. It's probably not the best idea, but I just don't know how much time I should leave with every dialogue until you guys read it, so it's easier to just read it myself. But please consider getting the game and just play it yourself, and then you won't hear my stupid voice for hours. And of course, thanks for your support if you actually got the game through Patreon. And so if you want to get the game, as soon as you become my patron, you get a download link for Mac and PC. Thanks for your support. Anyway, enjoy the game. Let's go. The year is 1992. Terence McKenna is considered to be the Timothy Leary of the 90s. His book True Hallucinations has just been released. The book is about his adventures in the Amazon rainforest with his younger brother Dennis and a few other friends. What happened in those few weeks changed his life forever. Terence is about to finish his workshop about psychedelics, human evolution, and the archaic revival. He doesn't suspect that something extraordinary is about to happen. So, in closing, I hope we can get this phenomenon out of the closet and into the general theater of debate about the fate of the global civilization, so that we can begin to make real positive changes. Because the clock is ticking, folks. This is not a test. We have to either create some fantastically brilliant forward escape out of the grinding jaws of history, or we will be history. Thank you. That was fun, but now I want to get back to Hawaii and chill out for a while. What is that? It looks like some kind of portal. That place looks familiar. What is going on? I recognize this place, but this happened 20 years ago. There's Dennis and my old friends. This was just before we went to the Amazon in 1971, and it seems it is 1971. Oh man, I always said I would freak out if something like this happened on the Natch. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to experience this whole thing all over again. I better talk to the others and get back into the groove. Okay, so actually I wanna show you guys a really nice extra that I put into the game late in its development, but let's first talk to the crew. So this is Ev, Terence's girlfriend. Ready for the jungle? Oh, I should mention, Solo told me he will probably come with us. I hope it's not gonna cause any tension. This is Vanessa. What's up? Remember our late afternoons in the experimental college? Fun times. This dude is called Dave. Oh, sorry. I was just meditating. Let's get going, huh? We already figured out most of the trip, and if any problems should arise, we'll just go with the flow. How's that for a plan? Brilliant, Dave. Okay, so let's get going already. And this dude is Dennis. Hey bro, it's so good to finally get out of Colorado. I'm really excited about our journey. You don't see anything different about me? I don't know, Terry. You look like you're ready for anything. We should probably plan the first leg of our journey with the others. And if you notice this thing on the table, it's these are I Ching coins, and it's I put them in a lot of places, usually inside, uh, and whenever you see them, you can use them uh, as a fortune telling device, and just form a question in your mind and then throw it. So let's try it out. If you want to know more about the I Ching, just check this out. Should we? Okay, let's learn more about the I Ching before we throw it. I Ching is one of the oldest books of ancient China. It contains 64 hexagrams and text on how to understand them in the case of divination. Hexa in hexagram means 6, which refers to the 6 lines that form a hexagram. Each of these lines can be solid or broken. That means there are 64 possible combinations of lines into hexagrams. In I Ching, each hexagram has its own particular meaning in divination. So do the lines of it. They represent yin and yang, the basic polarities of Chinese cosmology and philosophy. To obtain advice from the I Ching about one's current situation, one can consult it as an oracle. To decide which hexagram is related to the situation at hand, a hexagram is obtained by throwing coins. Hexagrams are sets of 6 lines that can be broken or unbroken. The broken lines are yin, the unbroken lines yang. Something is yin when it is female or dark, earthly, passive, and yang when it is male or light, heavenly, active. Traditionally, the I Ching is consulted by throwing 50 arrow stalks, but usually a set of 3 coins is used. The coins are thrown 6 times while a question is held in mind. It is also possible to just let the I Ching comment on your current state when no question is held. Okay, so let's try it out. Is this game going to be not successful, but will people enjoy it? So my hexagram out of the 64 variations is 4, youthful folly. Spring wells up at the foot of the mountain, the image of youth. Thus the superior man fosters his character by thoroughness in all that he does. The youth himself must be conscious of his lack of experience and must seek out the teacher. Without this modesty and disinterest, there is no guarantee that he has the necessary receptivity which should express itself in respectful acceptance of the teacher. This is the reason why the teacher must wait to be sought out instead of offering himself. Character is developed by thoroughness that skips nothing but, like water, gradually and steadily fills up all gaps and so flows onward. Well, I can see into that a lot of things. So, yeah, it is what it is. So, let's go to Colombia. The airplane landed us a few miles from the Rio Putumayo, a river whose vast expanse is the border between Colombia and her 2 southern neighbors, Ecuador and Peru. I tried to explain to Dennis what happened to me, that I crossed into a time-warping portal and landed 20 years ago in my past, but he just looked at me with his sci-fi trained mind and said, "You're not from the future, Terry. What is important is to understand the true boundaries of reality, not the probable boundaries of possible future events." Life is far stranger than most people suppose. Out here on the river, I feel my older self melting away like a dream. It's amazing to feel 23 years old again. The image of me becoming a mushroom-growing hermit and later a public person advocating psychedelics is fading away as Dennis and the gang rave on the deck. I deliberately do not say much about any of us. We were miseducated perhaps, but well educated certainly. Dennis, Vanessa, Ev, Dave, and me. But there was one more person there. Solo Dark. He was Ev's boyfriend before I got together with her, but right now this is not important. We were refugees from a society that we thought was poisoned by its own self-hatred and inner contradictions. We had no idea what to expect from the Amazon, but we had collected as much ethnobotanical information as was available. This data told us where the various hallucinogens were to be sought, but not what to expect when we found them. Okay, so this is not the way where you can go forward with the story, but I just wanna show you everything. So let's go here. This is just a fun little place with one lonely butterfly, and if you click on it, it says home my old obsession, butterflies, which reminds me, I need to find my butterfly net. You know that huge white one? I'm sure we'll stumble into it at one point. Spoiler alert. Okay, just a reminder. And here is a little house. Oh, nobody's home. Of course, you can, if you're playing this game, just feel free to explore everything. But I just realized that you probably want to move forward with the story. And there's another place back there, but let's just keep it. You know what? I'm not going to show you guys everything because I feel a little bit lazy about it. I made a small space where I could sit cross-legged and draw the joint out of the extraordinary kilo of Santa Marta gold. The flow of the river was like the rich smoke I inhaled, the flow of smoke, the flow of water, and of time. All flows, said the beloved Greek. Heraclitus was called a crying philosopher, as if he spoke in desperation. But why crying? I love what he says. It does not make me cry. Rather than interpret Panthatreya as nothing lasts, I had always considered it a Western expression of the idea of Tao, and here we were, going with the Putumayo's flow. So whenever you see dialogue, it means that you're going in the right direction. So as you can see, this is probably not where the story unfolds. But let's just check it out. Oh, there's a mushroom there. Should we click on it? Wonderful. Just a nice little garden. Someone. Okay. Should we check out that mushroom? I don't think I should eat that. Let's look for one that turns blue when you bruise it. Smart. You have to be careful. Okay, let's go in the right direction. Sometimes there are long, opinionated conversations with everyone animated and taking part. Sometimes a silence falls among us that lasts for several hours, watching the riverbank slide by. Today is the day of the full moon, and tomorrow we will arrive at El Encanto. There, if present plans hold, we will meet Dr. Guzman. The tensions that divide us have also surfaced. Vanessa and Solo, who have very little in common, seem warm friends. Is this because I have missed Vanessa? It is not going well at all. Dennis is very quiet. Dave is worrying about the food supply. He is a chronic worrier and naive. He seems to have thought that one just takes off one's shoes and goes to an Indian brother and says that one wants to learn the secrets of the forest, and they say, "Come, my son, come with us and you will learn the secrets of the forest." Now that he is actually confronted with the Amazon jungle, he seems a bit taken aback. Solo's animals are falling off the boat into the river once an hour. The captain of the boat hates us because we have to stop to drag these soaking monkeys out of the drink. Shortly after dawn, our vessel left the broad course of the Putumayo and turned into the Rio Paraná for the last few miles of their journey to San Rafael. So actually, you can't go forward before, so we must get to the mission San Rafael first and talk with Padre Miguel. So that means that we have a task at hand. This is actually our boat captain. As your captain, I must say you were awful passengers. I'm glad you're now in the hands of Padre Miguel. He will take you to the trail to La Chorrera. Thanks, Will. Okay, so we're looking for Padre Miguel. Hello there. Welcome to Mission San Rafael. I'm Padre Miguel. What brings you to these parts? We want to get to La Chorrera. Ah, La Chorrera. I can take you there by boat tomorrow, or at least the inland trail to San Jose del Encanto. We are looking for Dr. Alfredo Guzman. Yes, Dr. Guzman is doubtless there. He passed through on his way to return to his language studies only 3 weeks before. You may be assured of finding him. However, before I can take you there, I need a favor. I left one of my books in the shed nearby. Please bring it back here, then we can go. You'll also find your possessions from the boat there. I saw the butterfly net you've been looking for. Just remember to bring back my book as well. So there's the shed, and there's a butterfly there. Now we can catch butterflies, but actually there are small butterflies and large butterflies in the game, and you can only catch large ones. And here's a bookcase, and yep, 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Good choice, Padre. So we got the book, we got the butterfly net. Let's get back to Padre Miguel. We have my book? Yep. Excellent, thank you. Let's get going. I'll take you to the trail. Go back to the boat. So we can go forward into the abyss. Finally. We were tearing over the surface of the brown river, the moving center of a cresting wave of tremendous mechanical noise. The priest looked considerably more human and at ease here, with his brown cassock beating furiously in the wind and his long beard trembling in the spray and the sunlight. We anticipated the need for porters to help carry our equipment. Padre Miguel said that we could get some help in El Encanto, but now was the time of hunting, and men would be reluctant to leave the hunt. The engine cut off at what seemed the last instant, and in the shattering silence we slid lightly aground on the sandbar. It was half a mile to the village, Padre Miguel explained, as we moved our supplies into a jumbled heap on the sand. Well, this is a nice little town. Let's talk to this guy. Go away, please. Okay, done. Ah, Dr. Alfredo Guzman is saying yes. Doctor, our apologies for disturbing your solitude and the local social environment here, but we are anxious to push on to La Chorrera, and we hope that you will help us arrange bearers to go with us. But we are here with a special purpose. I refer to the virula, hallucinogens you reported to Schultes. So you're looking for a cuckoo. Ridiculous, my friend. You're not going to get it. These people don't even speak Spanish. They speak only Vitoto. There were 40,000 of them killed here 50 years ago. They have no reason to like you, and the drug is super secret. What are you doing here? I urge you to leave the jungle while that is still possible. We are not turning back, Dr. Guzman. Very well, my naive friend. I'll arrange bearers and you can take the trail to La Chorrera. But beware. Danger lurks everywhere. Never swim alone in the river. Huge forms move beneath its surface. The rivers abound with them. Snakes are everywhere. Be aware of this as you make your way to La Chorrera. The forest is unforgiving of error. Woo. You know what? Actually, I think I'm gonna stop here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I just want to break it down to chapters, and this is sort of the first chapter. Let's continue from here, and please again consider getting the game yourself, and I think it's much more enjoyable that way than listening to my stupid voice. So but thanks for watching, and see you in the next chapter. Bye guys.